completely unrelated to the video, how many of you guys have checked out the Lost Clubhouse interior? This has been added with the Biker DLC, and it's actually really cool. There's a bunch of rooms and stuff in here. I believe this is from the contract mission Cracked, because you have to come in here and break into a safe, which I'm assuming is this right here. But I don't know. It's one of those things that if you don't ever play the contracts, you may never know about. So I figured I'd let you guys know. Look at this. You got a freaking music player. But anyway, I just thought this little cool thing to show off in the video. Now, the video, what we're going to be talking about today is the next DLC. And before the haters come out and say, dude, the Biker DLC just came out, how are you going to already be talking about the next DLC? Well, I'm not the one. It's Rockstar. Rockstar mentioned the next DLC before the Biker DLC even came out. If you guys remember the newswire that came out right before the Biker DLC, one of the paragraphs said, and while loyal MCs will fight to expand their foothold alongside black-collar CEOs and organizations, there's always another opportunity to make your mark just around the corner. So another opportunity besides the MCs and the CEOs. It says, keep an eye out for high-level, high-risk, vehicle-based business ventures to spring up across Los Santos and Blaine County soon. So initially when I read that, I was kind of on the fence about whether or not that was going to be the next DLC or if that's something that they were hinting at that was going to be coming in the Biker DLC. But now that the Biker DLC has been out for a week, and we know basically everything that was in it, there really is no high-level, high-risk, vehicle-based business ventures in the Biker DLC. The Biker DLC is mainly about drugs and selling them and starting your own business. So according to Rockstar, the next DLC we're going to get, whether it comes out in November, December 2017, it's going to revolve around high-level, high-risk, vehicle-based business ventures. Now, moving on to the second part of this video, how this might work in GTA Online. Now, I'm over here at the bottom right-hand side of the map at this building that says Auto Shop. This is actually in Vagos territory. You can see there's a bunch of Vagos gang members out here, and there's even one over here by the garage door. And this building, and there's actually quite a few buildings that you might have even seen when we were going through the clubhouse location guide hunt thing that I did before the Biker DLC, and a lot of the buildings in this world have that Auto Shop advertisement on it. So if this DLC was gonna be something equivalent to the Biker DLC or to the CEO business, there would be multiple locations of buildings that you could bring these vehicles to, I guess, and here might be one of them. Now, I'm not going to go through all the other ones, but if you have ever seen, or if you have ever gone around the map and you see these, that might be another location for these vehicle-based business ventures. Now, how it could actually work. So this DLC would mainly focus around new cars. They could have like 10 to 15 new cars that were all super expensive, some exotic, some luxury, some classics, some tuners. There's a lot of variety they could go about here, and they can charge a lot of money for them because they are exotic, because they are special and unique maybe. And hopefully if that was the case, they could actually include them at Benny's so they could have the same amount of customization like the Sultan and the Banshee has. But this DLC would probably work similar to CEO missions and biker missions in that the cars are just your cargo instead of the supplies and the crates that you buy from being a CEO. So it would just take the concept of the importing and exporting from San Andreas a little bit more serious. You'd probably be able to buy chop shops, which is the building that I just showed off, and that's where you store and eventually ship your stolen cars. So they're basically 10 car garages for cars that you stole. So it's like a warehouse for your cars. Now inside these chop shops, maybe they could do something like they've done with the CEO offices and even the biker clubhouses to an extent, where there's different interiors that you can buy. Maybe one's a little bit more expensive, maybe one's a little bit worn down, and you can customize them to your individual liking. They could even put, like they did with the clubhouse, a customization shop in there for $500 to $1 million. But once you fill up that chop shop, then you would have to sell those cars. And this would be the most difficult part because they'd probably put it in a public lobby. And if you have one of those trucks that you can put a bunch of cars on it, you're an easy target for a Hydra or any griefer really in GTA Online. So some ways they could remedy that would be to have some 18-wheeler trailers that were enclosed so it wasn't just open. Maybe the base one is open so everyone can see, but then you can buy some upgrades for this business and You could have enclosed trailers, maybe even decoy trailers that show up on the radar so other people don't go to you. You could even have armored trailers. Maybe they could rework the stockade to carry 1 or 2 vehicles or supercars, you know, in the back, because that's armored, or that could be armored. But all of those ideas could be upgrades they could add to the Chop Shop, which would be similar to the CEO and the biker upgrades. And I mean, just imagine, decoys would be really cool. If you had a squad of people and you had your teammates going or protecting one of the decoys while you go about your business actually selling the cars, then you could actually trick some people there. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Now, how much money you'd make, that, you know, who knows with Rockstar. Ideally, you'd make, you know, a couple million for selling these super exotic and high-end vehicles. But we all know Rockstar like to not give us as much money as we probably should deserve. So I'm not going to really speculate too much on the money aspect, but depending on how damaged your cars are from you transporting them, that could also determine the price. And one thing, maybe this might be a little bit overpowered, but the cargo bob could actually be useful here. If they are in these enclosed trailers on the back of like an 18-wheeler, then maybe the cargo bob could actually pick those up and steal them. I don't know. That's just an idea. But the main part, I would not be surprised if we see basically that exact thing in GT Online in the next DLC. It would fit with the CEO work they've done and the biker work they've done. They would just have to tweak it a little bit to add the cars instead of the cocaine or instead of the crates. So I don't think it would be too hard for them to actually do that. And I'm sure that's why they've already done it, because they mentioned it on the newswire. And maybe for some fun little vehicle activities that they could add, because the big part would be the exotic cars. But people have been wanting some little activities to do, like ambulance missions, delivery van missions, fire truck missions, taxi cab missions, police, like vigilante missions. They could bring those back from previous GTA games, because those are also somewhat of a vehicle-based business venture. That is pretty much it, though, with the video. So there you guys have it. Rockstar pretty much confirmed what the next DLC is going to be, and I think the way I put it out in this video, I think that's going to be how it is actually implemented into GTA Online. Now, the question I want you guys to answer in the comment section: what type of vehicles would you like to see in this high-risk, high-level vehicle-based business venture DLC? For me, I mean, just some classics from GTA 4. You got the Turismo from GTA 4, the PMP 600. That would be a lot of fun. They could add some Benny's vehicles, like a Benny's Comet, a Benny's LG, maybe even a Benny's Adder, because that's something that I've been wanting for a while. But you guys can let me know in the comment section what sort of high-end vehicles would you like to see, and do you think what I said in the video makes any sense? Thank you all for watching, though. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. See you all in the next one. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.